So now we talk about the inspection process for the category 1. Yeah, so for the category 1, so in fact now it's less to see. So normally so like if you met the furnace like this, so you can make notes in your report. Is a category 1 is low efficiency furnace and recommend to change, because if you see the furnace like this, normally it's over 20 years, that at least over 20 years. Yeah, so the first one here, we saw this one is the blower motor. Yeah, so the blower motor, like this housing inside here. So maybe we can see the motor is from this side, and see the fan is from this side. Yeah, so the whole thing is together. So normally only 2 screws that's fixed on the furnace. Yeah, so blower motor just help us to circulate the air through the building. The air is a push across the heat changer. When there's a call for heat, the air just draw from the retain air through the filter and push through the heat changer inside and heat it. Yeah, so the blower fan has a second role is pulling the retain air. Yeah, so that means the blower motor help us pull the retain air from the room or the floor, so and then push the air through the heat changer. So there's 2 functions. So be mindful of any noise or vibration. So that's from the blower or fan. So this means, so like maybe you still can see some motor is a belt drive. So if it's belt drive, it's more noise than the direct drive. Yeah, but any noise from the motor, so that's mean the motor or the furnace need to be a service. So if you see the belt drive, so you should check the belt. So because sometimes the customer don't know, so the belt there's a lot of crack and make a bigger noise than the normal. Yeah, so I even met the pulley. The pulley is broken. Yeah, so maybe they never change and never check, and the pulley is broken and cause there's no heat for the building. Yeah, the burner. So the second is burner assembly. The burner assembly, so it's just most time is the upper compartment of the furnace. Yeah, so where the flame we can find is just close the burner here. Yeah, so like this one, there's 3 burners. We can see if it's a call for heat, will be 3 big flame from here to the back of the furnace. Yeah, so like this burner is old style. Yeah. So like this category furnace, normally we can find like a standing pilot there. So which is a small flame, but is make the heat loss. Yeah, so that's why if there's a standing pilot, the furnace efficiency normally is lower than 83%. Yeah, because this pilot is lots of heat there. Yeah, so when I learned the gas filter, so the gas filter is the instructor just tell us, so if this pilot, small pilot there, so that's lost maybe $5 to $8 every month. So in the summertime, even you don't need the furnace. Yeah, so that's why the efficiency is low. So this kind of burner, so it's easy to collect the dirt or dust on the orifice, because the orifice normally is on the top of this burner. Yeah, so I met sometimes like these old burners. So maybe they run lots of years and never do the maintenance, and nobody clean the inside. So lots of dirt or dust or rust stuff just collect there, and then makes the natural gas is hard to come out. So like at that time, so if you light the flame, so you will hear the the explosion noise, like a pop. Yeah, so that's, if you hear the noise like that, so you should check the burner here if it's very dirty. Yeah, so if it's very dirty, you should make notes there and let the owner know need the the furnace need the service. And next one is it's a gas valve. It's a single stage gas valve. Yeah, for the category 1, there's the I never met the two-stage gas valve there. Yeah, so normally it's only single stage. So when there's a call for heat, the thermostat, so we can see the wire here. These two wire, one maybe one red, one black, or maybe white black. So these two wires, so go to the thermostat. So when the thermostat call for heat, so the gas valve, yeah, so the when the thermostat call for heat, so there's a like this furnace, so there's no control board. So it's very simple. Yeah, but if there's a control board, so and the control board will get the signal from the thermostat. But like this one, so if there's a call for heat, the signal just go to directly to the gas valve. Yeah, so after the gas valve get the the signal, and the valve here will be open. Yeah, open, and then the natural gas go inside, and the pilot will be light the big flame. Yeah, that's a normal operation. So you will notice a tube with fins inside the burner compartment. So like here, so we can see the small hole here. Yeah, so this normally the the combustion air go inside. So and if you see the flame is like yellow, not a blue. So after clean the burner, so if it's still yellow, so we can adjust the the opening here, and just make sure the the combustion air, the ratio with the natural gas is good for the combustion. Yeah, so if it's a good the combustion air go inside, so there should be the blue flame, not the yellow. If you see the heavy debris, whistling, or any flame that roll out during the operation, yeah, sometimes we can see the the flame is not steady. Yeah, so sometimes it's roll out, and sometimes we can see the the furnace here is burned, is different color, is scorching. Yeah, so you shouldn't make noise there. The heat changer. So we cannot see the heat changer inside from here, yeah, because there's a cover here. Yeah, the heat changer is when get heated by the flame. So it's just a transfer, the heat from the heat changer to the air through the the outside the heat changer. Yeah, that the blower motor just blow the hot air up, and then the cold air through the heat changer too. So the next item is a combination for fan, a high limit switch. The fan we call fan and a limit switch. So this only can find in the low efficiency furnace or category 1. So like this one, this called fan limit switch. So we see the name, we can know. So there's two functions. So fan switch means we can use this one, control the blower motor. Yeah, control the blower motor on, off. And the limit switch, normally we call it like the high limit switch. So when for example, the blower motor is a problem and cannot run, and the heat cannot blow up, blow out. So the heat will communicate in the, in the heat changer side. So and this one temperature will sensor will be sense the high temperature and just shut off the gas. Yeah, don't let the burner is running a long time. So for the fan limit switch, so inside there's a 3 settings. So there's normally is like the setting is about 80 to 100 Fahrenheit. So that is the first setting. And the second setting is like, for example, is 120, 130. So that's the second setting. And the third setting is like around 150 to 180. So we talk about the second first. So because when the heat changer is hot enough, if the temperature is over like 120 Fahrenheit, so the second setting is control the blower motor on. So if the temperature over than that, the blower motor will be on. So after the blower motor on, so it push the hot air up, and the heat changer side, the temperature will be lower. Yeah, so I'll keep there. So if it's lower than like 80 Fahrenheit, the first setting, so the blower motor will be stopped. Yeah, that's a on-off control. And the third setting is like 150, 180. So that's a high temperature safety control. So for example, if blower motor is a problem, yeah, so the temperature inside is goes up continually. And if it's hit to the third setting, so and then so it will shut off the gas. So that means so the furnace will be not running anymore. So it just keep the the safety. So 24 volts transformer is here. So it looks not that clear, but it's right here. Yeah, so it's a small one. Just translate the the power from 110 volts to 24 volts. Yeah, because all the control system is 24 volts. Yeah, so like a gas valve here and a thermostat, and if there's the other safety switch, so most is 24 volts. And for this furnace, we can see the fan limit switch here. So we have to open the cover and then confirm is 110 volts control or 24 volts control. So there's a jumper inside, and this depends on so the control power is 24 or 110. Yeah, so you should be careful because maybe there's 110 volts inside. Yeah, so if you test, yeah, just be careful too. And for this safety switch, so there's another button. So we cannot see from the picture. It should be here around this area. There's a small white button. So this button is manual control. So like, for example, so we want manual test the blower motor, if it's running okay or not, we can push this button inside. So if do like that, so the blower motor should be manual control on. So if you don't want, you just want an auto control, just pull this button out. Yeah, that's the function of this fan limit switch.
I'll make a quick note about those switches, Sam. So like that little rod that Sam was just talking about to engage the blower motor fan, a lot of times those are either not working properly or damaged. So just kind of be aware. And that's one of those things you can tell your clients about. So especially in older homes where they may not have the best attic ventilation, which will make the upper bedrooms uncomfortable. You know, if they engage that blower fan switch, it's going to engage the circulation fan to bring some of that cold air from the basement to the upstairs. And in the wintertime, of course, that can also help to redistribute the air fairly evenly inside the house. Is going to bring some of the hot air down into the basement.
Okay, yeah. So for this one here, so I just recommend you check the blower motor, the end of the motor. Yeah, so because like normally like this motor is a AC motor. Yeah, so there's some hose on the end of the motor. So this hose is just for the air circulation and cool down the motor. And most of the old furnace, so when you go there check, so because nobody clean that normally, and there will be lots of dust or debris just collect on the end of the motor. So just take picture and make notes. So that's needed a service. Yeah. So if not, so the blower motor will be overheated and then burn.